Okay, so after just watching a meme of a dude who was reading How the Grinch Stole Christmas but in like a rap sort of beat, that got me thinking, how would the story of the Grinch look if examined through a lens of politics, philosophy, and fascism? They have like little bits of different ideas intersecting from different areas. Not all of them make sense, but some of them might. So here we go, I'm going to break it down for you, sexual style. Number one, okay, so part of the thing with the Grinch is that, he hates, like, how they celebrate Christmas, so he hates all of the sounds and the noise and the celebrating and all of, like, the surface level BS, so he decides to take all of the surface level BS and the clothes and the stockings and the presents and everything, only to realise that the appreciation for the deep down, stuff down low is still strong enough to survive without all of the trimmings on top. And that gets me. However, it's not just that, but also the Grinch hates Christmas. How did he manage to steal Christmas, or steal the BS quote parts of Christmas? By disguising himself as Santa. The Grinch was co-opting the thing that he hated in order to fight it. Like, this is a very, common thing in a lot of politics, where people will steal rhetoric from whichever side that they want, just to say whatever has to be said in order to attempt to win an argument, no matter how contradictory it might seem. So, everything I just said before that is probably the more, charitable-ish reading. A less charitable reading, which I don't believe is the actual reading, because, none of this is the actual reading. How the Grinch Stole Christmas isn't about politics. I'm just, analysing through that, over-analytical lens just to prod at it, to see, what it would hypothetically be saying if I did view it through that way. A less charitable reading would be that How the Grinch Stole Christmas is actually about anti-intellectualism. For number one, we know that the Grinch is shrewd. He, despite hating Christmas, manages to magic himself up a Santa Claus outfit and dress up his dog as a moose, or a reindeer, apologies. He does all of this in the span of an afternoon, and he is so silver-tongued that he is able to fool a small girl into thinking he's Santa and that he just had to take the tree to fix it. Which, okay, maybe fooling a small girl isn't too difficult, but still. And not to mention, the whole crux of the story is that his heart was initially, or probably, born fundamentally small. Even though it's left up to interpretation by saying this could be the reason, it ends up culminating in the fact that by the end of the story, his heart is what grows 3 sizes that day, instead of his mind. I'm going full conspiracy theory on this. Another point on the anti-intellectualist belt is that the Grinch, despite being, relatively clever at the very least, attempts to steal Christmas, and even after taking all of the things about Christmas, he still ends up, waking up to realise that he actually didn't steal it. And that could be on the sense that, because from the Grinch's perspective, he's like, what do you mean I haven't stole Christmas? I took all of their stuff. So therefore, if they are that shallow, then, logically, reasonably, I should be the victor of this intellectual battle of wits. Except he was wrong, because the real Christmas was inside the people of Whoville all along. And so it's almost like it could be read as an instance of like emotions and the soul and the heart and and good moral values triumphing over the over like traditional forms of logic that would you know um, be useful in society. Like there's almost like a metaphysical quality to to like the essence of Christmas that the Whovillians happen to possess, and that ends up combating the forces of evil in the free marketplace of ideas in this story.